It was the way the prince looked at her that took our breath away. His gaze lingered just a moment longer, his smile soft and warm, as if she was the only person in the crowd. And though there were many beautiful maidens, you could tell he saw something special in her. This is the story of Prince Kaito, a man known for his kindness as much as for his looks. He was the eldest son of our wise chief, and it was time for him to choose a bride from the village. There was excitement in the air that morning. Every girl dreamed of catching his eye, but no one knew how he would choose. All we knew was that his heart was strong and his spirit even stronger. The chief invited the maidens from every corner of the land to the village square. Each girl brought something that showed her skill, a basket she wove, a cloth she dyed, or a song she had learned. It was their way of telling the prince, "This is who I am." We villagers stood to the side, watching, waiting, holding our breath to see who would win the prince's favor. As the maidens stepped forward one by one, each showing her gift, the crowd whispered in excitement. There was Lila, known for her songs that filled the air like birdsong. Then there was Abini, a weaver whose hands could turn dry grass into gold. And there was Kemi, who could calm the wildest animal with a single touch. Each was beautiful, each had a talent, and each tried her best to catch the prince's eye. But then, I saw him look at her. Amara. She was quiet, shy even, not one to boast or flaunt herself. She held out a simple piece of cloth she dyed in warm colors that looked like the sunset. It wasn't the finest cloth or the most delicate weave, but there was something about her hands, the way she held it gently, that caught the prince's eye. He walked up to her, and the crowd went silent. We all leaned in, curious to hear what he would say. "Did you make this?" he asked, his voice soft. Amara nodded, her eyes cast down but a faint smile on her lips. "Yes, I dyed it with the colors of the earth and sky because that's where our hearts belong," she whispered. The prince took a long breath and looked at her with a smile that seemed to brighten the whole square. Then, slowly, he nodded and said, "I see you, Amara." He didn't choose her right then, but we could tell. It wasn't just in his words, it was in the way he looked at her, as if he'd known her forever. When the ceremony ended, the chief announced that the prince had chosen his bride. It was Amara. And though she was the quietest and simplest among them, there was a strength in her heart that matched his own. They walked back to the palace together, not speaking much, just two people who had found each other in the simplest way. And in that silence, we all felt the power of true love, two hearts beating as one, gentle, steady, and real.